The little elf girl is kidnapped and traumatized, but Arthur comforts her. They travel together to get the elf girl back home safely. Along the way, they chat about their respective kingdoms and education systems, and the boy discovers markings in his mana core. They set up a tent and share it for safety, and the boy meditates while the girl falls asleep on his lap. The next morning, they pack up and continue their journey. Arthur and Tesha continue the journey through the forest. The trip is mostly uneventful until Arthur experiences spasmodic stomach pains that cause him discomfort. They continue their journey without any other issues, except for encountering forest hounds and teasing each other playfully. Throughout the journey, they grow closer and develop a friendly relationship with each other. As they approach their destination, Tesha uses her magic to reveal a hidden door that leads them to their final location. Arthur and Tesha arrive in the elven city after being teleported past the gates. The city is made up of jade-like material buildings intertwined with huge trees. They are greeted by guards who kneel before Tesha, revealing that she is actually the princess of the kingdom. The group is then met by the king and queen, as well as other members of the royal family. Arthur tells them how he saved Tesha from slave traders and they discuss how to return him home. However, the teleportation gate only opens every 7 years and the next one will not be for another 5 years. Arthur accepts King's hospitality and decides to stay in the castle till things turn out. He is led to a large, elegantly simple room with handcrafted furniture. After taking a shower, he dresses in a silky robe and puts a stone given to him by Sylvia in the chest pocket. Tesha enters his room and is upset that he acted unfriendly towards her family. They leave the room and go to the castle courtyard where they are attacked by what turns out to be Tesha's grandfather testing their combat skills. After a long spar, the grandfather tells Arthur that his body is in a dangerous state, but offers to take him on as his disciple. The grandfather is a beast tamer and believes that Arthur possesses exceptional talent in mana manipulation, and has the will of an S-class or SS-class mana beast. Has the potential to bring big changes into the world. However, the protagonist is unsure about accepting the offer as he wants to ensure that his family is okay and let them know that he is safe. The old man agrees to take care of the protagonist's worries and promises to guide him in mastering the basics of his beast's will. It is revealed that the Arthur's newfound power from his mana core is too strong for his immature body to handle, and if he doesn't learn to control it, it will destroy his body. After the conversation, Arthur decided to rest for a bit in his room. When Arthur wakes up, he sees Tess, who informs him they need to meet her grandfather. He gets ready to meet Tessa's grandpa, who is taking him on a trip to meet a friend, despite objections from the king and queen. During the journey, Tess falls asleep on his shoulder, and her grandpa reveals that she had a lonely childhood and thanks the protagonist for making her happier. They arrive at a hut where they meet Rhynia Darkasson, a special deviant elf who introduces herself as a diviner. Arthur is seeking help from Elder Rhynia to locate his parents. Rhynia reveals that Arthur is special and that there are parts of his life even she cannot see. She uses her divination skills to show Arthur an image of his parents through a jar of water. He sees that they are alive and living in Xyrus. To communicate with his parents, Rhynia establishes a temporary psychic link that allows Arthur to speak to them. Arthur informs his parents that he is alive and safe but has an illness that needs to be treated before he can return home. He asks his parents not to reveal his location to anyone and expresses his love for them. Rhynia collapses after the process due to the drain on her power. Arthur returns to the castle with Grandpa Virion and Tesha. The king and queen apologize for their earlier behavior and welcome Arthur as Elder Virion's first disciple. Grandpa Virion begins training Arthur in a new method called assimilation, which involves integrating mana directly into the body's bones and muscles. After several weeks of training, Arthur's body acts up less frequently, and he is allowed to tour Zestier City with Tesha. During the tour, Arthur gets into a duel with a noble named Faerith and defeats him. Though Arthur did not follow the customs of the duel, everyone around them was shocked by his fighting prowess. 3 years pass by as Arthur lives a rigorous lifestyle consisting of meditating, spending time with Tesha, and training alone. Ray, Arthur's dad, experiences the tragic loss of his son in a fall, leaving him and his wife Alice devastated. Ray struggles with his grief and guilt for sending his son to protect Alice. With the help of his friends, Durden and Adam, he tries to console his wife, who blames herself for the accident. They arrive at the city of Xyrus, where Ray suggests they start fresh by living there permanently. There, Ray's friend Vincent offers him a job to train guards for his company's auction house. Ray accepts the offer and moves into Vincent's manor with Alice. While busy with work, Ray finds comfort in knowing that Alice is in good hands with Vincent's wife Tabitha. Alice and Ray have been living in Xyrus for a few months and Alice's pregnancy is progressing well. They enjoy the company of Tabitha and Vincent's daughter Lilia, but Alice still has nightmares about losing Arthur. One evening, Alice cooks beef stew, a dish that was once Arthur's favorite. As they eat, they hear Arthur's voice in their heads. He tells them that he survived the fall off the cliff, and although it may take some time, he will return home. Alice and Ray are overjoyed to learn that their son is alive, and both break down in tears of joy.